Hello and welcome to Launerin's Gamer Score, and welcome to another Dauntless Friday, and welcome to 2020. We're moving into a new year, and with that, there are going to be absolutely no changes to this channel. We're going to keep playing games on a weekly basis and probably keep going with Dauntless, maybe switch back to Fortnite towards the end of the year. I'm not entirely sure yet, or maybe even pick up something completely different. But in this video we're gonna just carry on searching for Arkstones and probably talk about what is coming up this year, or at least what I'm looking forward to. So let's jump right in. First up then we have the Dreadfrost Boreas, so let's just switch into the correct gear for that one. There we go. We want the patrol bonus, so let's just turn that on, and we'll ready up as well. So a couple of games that I'm looking forward to this year. I'm not sure of release dates, and off the top of my head, some of which I think are still to be confirmed. But the first one that I'm going to talk about is one that I'm very excited about, and that's coming in March, and that is the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that one comes out. From what I've seen online of what they've done so far, it's just getting me more and more excited the more I see of it. So hopefully they haven't let us down as fans, and hopefully it comes out looking and playing just as well as it looks. It's also going to be interesting to see how they're going to release the future parts of it. Is it going to be a kind of annual thing, or is it gonna be another 20 odd years before we see the next part? Because for those of you who are not familiar with what's happening, the game, the remake, well, the original game initially came in 3 parts. Obviously they all came out together at the same time because it was a PlayStation game. So with the remake they announced that they were going to be releasing it in parts, and with that they have said that the initial part of the first part of the game is going to cover about half of what was in the first disc, maybe less, and they're still promising that it's going to be a good chunk of gameplay, and that portion of the game in itself will be like a standalone game. So it is definitely going to be interesting to see, well, for one, some of the things that they've still not yet released, some of that information, and some of the details that about future parts and things like that as well. I need to stop trying to hit him, that is not going to work. Right, I need little minion-y dudes to kill, please. So other games that I'm looking forward to this year, I'm quite looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, I'll be completely honest, it's not really my sort of game, but there's been so much hype about it that I think I'm going to look at it anyway and see if it is my sort of game, and I just don't realise it yet. Alright, let's try and focus on bringing this little beastie down. So the Cyberpunk game has been heavily covered by so many people and was originally based, well, it's based on a tabletop pen and paper game, similar to the likes of Dungeons and Dragons and other games like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they've kind of taken that gameplay style and translated it into digital media, because that is one thing that people have always struggled with Dungeons and Dragons, which is why, yes, there's been a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons inspired games, but a lot of them have been not very good, especially when it comes to like online or multiplayer modes. Because that's what you want. You want to be able to play them with your friends and build a party, etc., and have that party controlled by other people. But anyway, enough about old tabletop pen and paper games, and let's talk about more games that are coming out this year. Watch Dogs is another one that I'm looking forward to. Watch Dogs Legion. I'm pretty sure that's coming out this year, or is it already out? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's one that I'm definitely going to be looking into, because I like the concept of it. I don't know whether I'm going to like the game, but I like the concept. That's good enough for me. So, while I'm lying here waiting for someone to give me a quick res, so Watch Dogs Legion is, well, what they've said is that pretty much any kind of NPC you come across in the game can basically be recruited and then be played as a playable character, or at least that's the way it's come across, at least anyway. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that translates into the actual game itself. That's definitely for sure. Skull and Bones is another one that's coming out later this year. I think that's towards the end of March. I think the latest release date I've heard is, at least. So Skull and Bones, for those who aren't aware of that one, it's essentially a slightly, well, a more realistic version of Sea of Thieves, essentially, and it'll be available on PlayStation as well as Xbox and various other platforms. Yeah, they're some of the games that I'm looking forward to. There are a few others that have been floating around as well. I'm quite looking forward to seeing if we finally get a console version of 2 Point Hospital come out as well. That's would definitely be up my street, that one. Since I grew up with Team Hospital, I would definitely like to play that, because they did do a free trial last year on PC, but unfortunately I found out about it about 2 days too late, which was a little bit of a shame. So I didn't get to try it out, but hopefully that will be coming to consoles this year. There's also a few Battle Royale games that were mentioned at E3 a couple of years ago that haven't really seen the light of day since. I'd love to hear some more about them this year as well, see if they get released, or at least some more information. Obviously later this year we're going to have another E3, hopefully find out a little bit more about the Elder Scrolls 6 if we can. Hopefully this year as well I'm going to take another look at Fallout 76, have a look at some of the changes that they've made, and maybe pick it back up and see if I can get back into it and back into the world that they've built now that they have solved some of the problems that they had with the game after its initial release. But other than that, there's no other games that I can think of off the top of my head coming out this year. I'm interested to see where things go regarding Fortnite, to see if they do actually decide that maybe bringing out a new map might be, well, a second map might be a good idea, but only time will tell on that one, I think. Oh, that took a little bit of time, probably because I wasn't really paying attention to it, but never mind. We got a good amount of rewards, and I got some shiny arc stones as well. We're going to wrap it up there for this week. I just wanted to do a quick video to welcome you all to 2020 and let you know what's coming up, or what might potentially be coming up on the channel this year. I hope you stick around with us for the year as well, and hopefully we will have a good one. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.